Oh, damn, there's a lot of these. So that's Sharon. That fucking bitch. I mean, I get it. She's John's daughter. She's a big deal, whatever. But I'm a Connie. Cayne? I'm just going to pronounce it Cayne. I probably have that wrong, but that's just the way it's going to be. But I'm a Cayne. And that spoiled brat needs to know her place. So maybe I'm not her biological mother. Not some nobody gutter whore from the dust colonies. But her father and I are lovers now. And she has to accept that and show some respect. Think I'm going to start insisting that she call me mother, just for today's insolence. I can probably use John's pathetic piety to play the two of them off each other when she inevitably defies me. That should be amusing. Besides, without me, the whole team would be totally screwed because I'm the only one who can go near Samantha. Me. Not Julia, not even John. Me. Samantha and I have a mutual understanding, I think. Experiential bond. English, please. Me with my disabilities, and she with her idiosyncrasies. Ever since the stroke, people treat me like I'm different, like I'm other, so I can empathize with her. She's more than just a product to me. She's a collaborator, conspirator even. It's not like anybody else knows about our special experiments. The CEO has arrived at the facility. If I hadn't handled some of the paperwork myself, probably have known anyway because John was especially devout about his purification rituals when we met last night. I was still scrubbing blood out of the upholstery this morning. The shit I tolerate for my career prospects. Since when am I accountable to the fucking support staff? That Danny Bolin has become a constant and insufferable nuisance, skulking around in my lab and asking too many questions. He's in charge of managing the facility's life support systems, not our research work. I told Samantha about it. She said I should bring her Danny's pet parrot. I think she said that it's the kind of thing she would say. Note, during the weekly inventory, I noticed that 2 grubs are missing from the habitat. Julia's sleazy friend from Mind Transfer has been hanging around our department lately. He's expressed an overly keen interest in our specimen. Did he take them or what? From Sharon, okay, to Danny. Accident. You broke onto Samantha's birthing lab somehow and it was killed. Maybe some consolation to know that despite such a regrettable tragedy, we've gleaned valuable information about Samantha's behavior in the process. She prefers to prolong the suffering of her prey, for example. This could be useful in our research. Sorry about that. Damn, poor bird. I think that John and Julia aren't talking to each other. Between the food poisoning epidemic, a frustrating lack of real progress in our department's work, and her consistent refusal to properly acknowledge me as part of the family, I guess everything is a bit volatile at the moment. Samantha thinks it's hilarious, but I'm questioning my own precious position in the middle of things now. John is locking himself up in his office and sulking all day. This isn't exactly helping me. Julia's sullen disregard is now turning into blatant hostility. Not fucking constructive, Sharon. Damn it, Sharon, get your shit together. Samantha has been sort of subdued for the last week or so. She won't tell me what the problem is, but I think it might be something to do with the temperature in the labs. Danny Bolin is enforcing new atmosphere maintenance regulations, ostensibly to eliminate thermal fluctuations in the food storage as a possible reason for the rations spoiling. But I suspect it's petty revenge for the parrot incident. The temperature now kept below the habitat's usual 95 degrees. However, Samantha's grubs are drowsy and morose. I visited the atmospheric control room today to see if I could adjust the temperature in our labs, and I made the most intriguing discovery. Somebody has been collecting body parts and making some sort of thing. An organic simulacrum, maybe. I must assume this is some secret, obviously desperate new research development in Dr. Adams' apartment, so I'm told John and Julia about it. Tensions have been now temporarily forgotten as our team redoubles his own efforts to resolve the problems, advance organ regrowth. Samantha has become increasingly uncooperative. I think she liked it when everybody was preoccupied with circumstantial drama, not her. My personal stem cell therapy project has had some unanticipated results. I've developed what appears to be a cluster of sphinctic-like gland ducts around my lower abdomen. Yeah. groin and upper thighs, somewhat resembling those found in the more mature grub specimen that emits some sort of musky, jellyish discharge, perhaps a ferrum. Did I mix up my geol? I don't know how to pronounce that regeneration sequence, or were the samples contaminated? It doesn't matter now. John's become obsessed with them. Suppose the flagellation thing should have clued me into his predilection for kinky sex stuff, but this is a whole other level. I won't lie though, it's kind of hot. This is freaking disgusting. Clinical improvement on my mobility and speech issues. It's limited, however, so that's a bust. Shit. We've been in lockdown for a week and only briefly released today for an emergency drill. Something's going on around here, but nobody's talking about it. First the food poisoning, then the fungus infestation, and now what? I'm down to my last pack of cigarettes. Shouldn't have taken this fucking assignment. I'm not even directly related to Cayne, although only through marriage, and my second cousins at that. But here I am, stuck in this crumbling science museum, sleeping with a decrepit zealot pervert, and trying to mend my troubled relationship with the creature from the Black Lagoon because it's the only really meaningful thing I have in here. What have I become? We need to discuss the situation with Samantha. It's important. Meet me in the birding lab. Nexus in 15 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna write this down. Alright, is there anything in here? Coffee stains, a random assortment of junk. That's not what I wanted to click. I think we just have to go back to that terminal and put in the code that we got. I just want to see if there's anything else here. Alright, let's go back. I'll cut to when we arrive. Alright, so now we're back at the terminal. Alright, so it was gonna be not that one. Don't think it was like the bird, yeah, the birding one, right? Yeah. So it was this.
Is there anything else you can make out around you?
No. A deep thumping noise. Like a machine.
Another generator, maybe? Focus on the last thing you do remember.
I can't. There are flashes. A hospital. Family. They didn't like me much.
Join the club.
They wanted what I have.
Oh? What's that?
Money. My name. Then they left me. Or I pushed them away.
Why?
They weren't good enough. They weren't willing to put in the hard work. Wanted to be given things. Given. The things that I bled over.
Well, I don't talk to Mother anymore. And my dad, well, no clue who he is. She was distant. Maybe she was always like that. Maybe I was just unlikable. She sure made it clear, often enough, that I was too much like him. That she saw too much of him in me.
I'm sorry, Hadley. Sometimes we unintentionally hurt the ones we love.
Such greeting card bullshit. You don't hurt the people you love the people you love.
Oh, okay, interesting. Alright. I thought that guy didn't know what his name was. Alright. Guess we'll start this way and then we go that way. Oh, grubs. Response perhaps to some sort of induced coma.
Note this vague challenge to require full droplet extraction.
Okay.
Oh, God. It must smell terrible in there. Gag just thinking about it.
Bios temporarily removed from the habitat. Clovia was exhibit extreme aggressive towards her siblings. Mal consumed 5 appendages from Nero. It's part of raw meat. Vlad produces in excess of the nootropic vapor. So Samantha, Vital was returned to the habitat. Attila has started. Okay. Making a note of the crew facilities password in case. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Alright, so. Just want to see if there's anything else. Reduced from 84. I'm gonna write that down just in case. Alright, so let's put in that code that we got. I think that would be for here, right?
It worked.
This can't be how I meet my end. I have so much more inside of me. I have so much more to give to the world.
Yep. This wasn't my plan either. This wasn't how it was supposed to be.
You're young. You can get through this.
And then, I'm stuck. Stuck with a baby. It's not a life. Not fair for either of us.
There are other choices.
Bingo! I did make a choice. It didn't end well. Women in my family have bad luck with babies. I'm continuing a proud family tradition. So, this is where the monsters play.
Still no sign of anyone?
Do plants count? This horrible place must have had more people around.
Why is there a stripper pole in here? Huh, guess I'm taking it. Alright, there's nothing else I can do here. Is there anything here?
I never know if I should be shouting for help or keeping quiet. Hello? Hello? Shit. Okay, keep it quiet. Oh, terribly decorated.
Yeah. What's this? Small light illuminates the device on the floor. Got it. Oh,
PDT. And it looks unused.
How do you know?
No blood on it. And it doesn't smell like rotting meat.
Julia. Yeah. Daddy's anxious. He won't admit it, but I think the idea of having Cayne in stasis here bothers him. He knows his work is coming along slowly. He's scared to fail in his holy light, but knows that he will. Poor daddy. Oh, that's Sharon. I'm sure it's her temperature that is leading my daddy to failure. She keeps him from punishing himself like he should. She scolds me for calling him daddy because she thinks I'm too old. Excuse me, but I was raised with a little thing called values. Besides, she wants me to call her mom. Double standards, right? Joseph is so special. Do you ever feel like something is just meant to be? It's such a tacky feeling to describe, but it's true. It's cliche for a reason. How can you have a nostalgia over someone you just saw a couple of minutes ago? I don't know, but it's the best feeling in the world. Babysitting Samantha's brood is easier when I know I can go see him afterward. Ugh, another day, another load of brood gas harvested. I understand that we needed to keep Samantha calm, but it's such a pain to watch over her oversized maggots. Of course, why bother with the gas when we can just stick Sharon in there to calm her down just as well? They look about the same anyway. Huh. Did I mention how much I hate working with this bitch? It's bad enough that she's screwing my daddy, but I have to work with her every single fucking day. Why does everyone just look so fucked up? Time to vent. I've really been thinking about how Samantha only lets Sharon handle her. It pisses me off to no end. Joseph could cheat on me, and I'd still be angry about Sharon and her stupid lopsided face. I wish that witch would stop trying to micromanage my family. The 1st of May is always so romantic. Spring is here. I mean, probably is somewhere or other. There aren't really seasons here. Sometimes the atmosphere controls break and tries to either freeze or burn us to death, though. That counts as seasons, I think. It's a tough life. Nothing can ever just be okay, you know? If somebody isn't sick, you can bet they're tired or hungry or stressed out. There's nowhere I'd rather be, though. Most people don't get to live with their daddy forever, much less a 5-minute walk from their perfect boyfriend. Plus, I'm working for a righteous cause. It's all worth it. Ew, fungus. They say it's all inside the ventilation system. Now it's starting to settle on the outside of the vents. Maybe that's why everyone's got food poisoning. How long has this stuff been around? It smells like old feet. Work's getting even harder for Daddy now that this fungus is everywhere. I have just the thing, though. I can make sure Dr. Adams doesn't use this as an opportunity to get ahead. Tonight, I'll level the playing field. Joseph likes to bring me into Adams' workspace when we get really romantic. I'm sure he won't notice if some information gets deleted, right? Sharon says her face is so disfigured because she had a stroke and lost control of the muscles that's supposed to hold the right side of it together. I'd have a stroke too if I had to live knowing that I was such a helpless idiot. Except I'll do the right thing and just off myself so that the rest of the gene pool didn't have to deal with me. Damn. It's been a really long time since Daddy's told me a story about Mommy. When I was a teenager, he'd put me to sleep every night with a story about the two of them before I was born. How happy they were. He denies it, but I think her death has a lot to do with his decision to practice medicine. Now, though, he insists that it was his calling from Cayne since he was a child, and that Mommy was just an insignificant cog in the machine of life. I understand everyone copes differently. Damn, it's a lot of reading. Dr. Adams has done it. He's mapped Cayne's mind into a new host. No rejection. This isn't how it's supposed to happen. Daddy just needs more time. I've rewritten the result and updated the ARM computer with just the logline detail, but I'm not sure how long I can keep this up. Cayne, help us all. Joseph struck me hard across the face. Does he know that I've been sabotaging the research? He called me Groblina while he ravaged me with some over-the-knee spanking and whipped slightly across my back. Does he still love me? Oh, I know he does. Why is everyone so fucked up in this game? It's a blessing from Cayne. Samantha broke free today and killed 5 security guards. Why is this good? I managed to sneak over to Ralph during the commotion and print a PDT. I used Joseph's high-level security clearance details. Also managed to grab a blank one. I'll save it for a rainy day. Daddy hasn't slept in 3 whole days. He barely eats. And what has Sharon done? She's distracted him. He needs to focus on Cayne. Maybe it's time I finally give her what she deserves. Joseph has been cold towards me despite me submitting to another beating and some light strangulation. Okay. Biono and I are over. The bastard. He admitted to me that Adams paid him earlier this year to fuck a young girl. Was she prettier than me? Does she believe that pain is pleasure? No. No, this cannot continue. I'll lure Sharon over to Samantha's cell and use Joseph's PDT to release Samantha on her. Just need a little human flesh to get the brutalings buzzing, and Samantha will do the rest. Security thin. Oh, after the incident, nobody will ever find out. Even if they do figure it out, Joseph will get the blame. This is it. The power has just turned off for maintenance or something. Decided to take care of the Sharon, and then I can set things straight for Daddy. All right. Okay. Nothing there.
Oh my god. I know him. I know this guy.
What guy?
There's a photo of... Oh, shit.
Old boyfriend?
Drunken bar night and a morning full of regrets. They paid for the procedure. They chose the hospital.
Who?
Cayne Corporation.
Oh shit. So Joseph, they paid Joseph to sleep with a young girl, and that young girl was her. Alright, let's see what's in here.
Jesus.
You're scared?
Heck yeah, I'm scared. This place. Who could create this?
Monsters.
Damn.
John Cayne, note to self, all that have not fins and scales in the seas, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Leviticus 9:10.
Okay. I'm not gonna pull that. I will read this. There's also a whip.
They were growing someone. They were trying to grow Cayne.
Cloning is unpredictable. Cloning an individual is impossible.
It sounds like they were using something special. Something called Samantha.